On Odyssey, Aeolus gave Odysseus the bag of wind, but during their travels, the crew got suspicious of what was in the bag and decided to accidentally release what was inside of it. This action ended up destroying part of their boat and pushing them further from Ithaca. Afterwards, they stopped at an island where Circe turned Odysseus' crew into pigs. They also battled with Scylla, the Sirens, and Charybdis, who caused a great whirlpool that took some of his crew members. The narrator says, "By heaven, when she vomited, all the sea was like a cauldron, seething over intense fire when the mixture suddenly heaves and rises." Afterwards, the crew tried to eat Helios's cows, and Zeus thunderstruck their ship, destroying it completely. In the beginning of Part 3, the Phaeacians drop off Odysseus on the beaches of Ithaca with some gifts they gave him. After waking, he meets Athena, the goddess of wisdom and military victory, who tells him the situation at the castle and how he should not rush into the castle for his place because he will be slaughtered. This connects with modern-day society in the sense that kids tend to rush into things when they should step back and examine the situation. After Athena tells him the situation, she tells him to go to Eumaeus' house, and she disguises him as an old beggar. Telemachus was also told to go to Eumaeus', where he ends up meeting with his father for the first time. When Telemachus arrives at Eumaeus', Odysseus states, "No god, no, no. I am that partner whom your boyhood lacked and suffered pain for lack of. I am he." This shows the true meaning of love and acceptance, as Telemachus accepted his father back into his life. When they hugged, this showed closure for Odysseus. Once Odysseus has made up with his son, him and Telemachus come up with a plan to take back his land from the suitors. Odysseus then goes as an old beggar back home, and Telemachus tells his mother of a beggar's arrival. Then Odysseus goes and scouts out the suitors by begging for food. While distracting the suitors, Telemachus and Eumaeus clear out the armory for their attack. Penelope then calls the beggar up asking about his identity. She says, "Friend, let me ask you first of all, who are you? Where do you come from? Of what nation and parents were you born?" Odysseus then proceeds to confess of who he is without giving up his true identity. After their conversation, Penelope proceeds to create the test that will choose her spouse. She makes a test that states whatever man can string a bow and send an arrow through iron axe helve sockets, 12 of them, will win her heart over. After hours of trying to by the suitors, Odysseus tried himself.
My turn. My turn. My turn. I'll go with this.
He examined the bow to make sure that it was intact, and then strung the bow and took the shot. The narrator says, "Now flash arrow from twanging bow, clean as a whistle, through every socket ring, and graze not one to thud with heavy brazen head beyond."